At 1 a.m. this morning, a baby was found in a bedspread at the rear of the Prince Rupert Hospital. It was a healthy baby girl, believed to be Caucasian. My name is Janet Keall. I'm 39 years old and I live in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. The first thing that I know about where I came from actually just comes from a doorstep in Prince Rupert. I was left there in the early morning of October 14th, 1977. I have no idea the exact day I was born, where I was born, where I came from. A gentleman by the name of Ron was walking by the building and he saw a little small green blanket laying on the ground, and as he opened up the blanket he saw me naked inside, on a cold October early morning, and he called right away for a nurse. I was swept in right away, and that was about it. My childhood was quite wonderful, actually. I was adopted to a very loving family. I grew up in Surrey, BC, and just had very loving parents and lots of great friends and opportunity. I always wanted to know who my biological parents were. My search started when I was 18. I think really just because at that time I was of age to write to the ministry and get my papers. And then as soon as I saw my papers, which were pretty much all blank, I mean, you can't populate fields that you don't have information to. From the search perspective, I literally have nothing to go on. So in April of 2016, I launched a campaign called Rupert's Baby. It was sort of a new, fresh start on my search after doing it for 20 years, and mainly in a way to capitalize on social media, just really spreading awareness of my search and my story, really hoping that the right person will see it and come forward. So about a month into the campaign, I received an email from a gentleman, and the subject line was, "I have a similar story." As I went on to read it, I come to learn that this gentleman was abandoned in the same town I was. Instantly I thought, wow, could we be related? A few hours later, we talked on the phone. We were just so similar. It was just amazing, and within an hour we had ordered DNA tests. And it said for certain he was my half-sibling. That was, quite honestly, one of the most important days of my life. This gentleman is my biological family. It was so remarkable. I had actually held on to an article that I saw 13 years ago of another woman who had been abandoned before me in the same town. And at the time I thought, well, I just wanted to reach out to her and talk to her about our similar stories. So of course, as soon as I was confirmed with my half-brother, I thought, wait a minute, I have to contact this woman. So I put out a public plea, and the very next day I got all of her contact information. And after I sent her an email, she called me in 5 minutes. By the end of that conversation, we had agreed to DNA testing, and she was also confirmed my half-sister. The three of us were left within a 5-kilometer radius over 39 months. We all were healthy, we all were full term, and we all were left in blankets, like bedding off of a bed. What I've learned about my birth through doing all of that still to this day is nothing. I still don't know who left me there that evening, who my biological mother or father is. The day I was born, I'm not any further. So what's next is I'm heading to Prince Rupert. I'm going to be co-hosting a town hall with the mayor. I want to actually be there on the ground, really talking to people, meeting with people, and connecting with the people of Prince Rupert. So the best outcome that I would hope for from the trip, obviously, is finding my biological parents. I just have to search. I can't quite explain it any further than that.